6:44 a.m. It is the 21st, 23rd of April, in the year 2024. And I hope you guys are doing good. Let's take a few breaths, shall we? You better be taking these with me. There are some advantages and disadvantages to using a mic cover. One of them is that one of the advantages is that everything sounds better, right? One of the disadvantages is that every breath I take is like I'm blowing in your ear, and I'm like a hair dryer, The name of this video is gonna be ASMR for the monster under my bed. Sometimes I feel like this is a pretty common experience. I don't know. Tell me. I feel like when I close my eyes to go to sleep, I feel like I don't let my arm off the side because the monster's gonna get me. Right? spider on the ceiling, a giant spider person on the ceiling, ready to devour me. Maybe this is the most relaxing thing. It'll be quick, but be like, hey, that's the part of life, dog. Okay, I eat things so I can be eaten. That's the rule, What if humans are not the apex predators? I bet some ant species think they're the apex predator until they come into contact with an exterminator, huh? Boom, boom, boom. Have you seen an ant bully? I have stuff to do tomorrow, and I don't know, I'm awake right now, but I'm like, I got some energy, why not make a video? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go Do you guys think absolute power corrupts? Absolutely. Maybe I'm trying to think about someone with a lot of power that I think is moral. I'm going to blank. Maybe I'm just a pessimist in this regard. This was like a while ago, but it came into my mind of like, there was this ASMR artist, and they had like regular videos, right? And then it would be like a video of them like sticking their tongue out, and it would get like 10 times as many views. Like regular video, tongue sticking out, regular, or thumbnails, I guess, thumbnails. I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, why are people clicking on the tongue? I don't get it. Also, I don't know if YouTube's gonna. What's up with the feet, guys? Why is everyone? What's that about? I don't get that. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, it does not make sense to me. What's up with that? It does not make sense to me at all. Not at all. Do you guys ever think about how like we all separate ourselves by like how we're different from people, but really we're all a lot more similar than we are different. That's interesting. Yes. What do you guys think about the concept of fate or destiny? That's an interesting one. Sometimes I have full circle moments where I'm like, everything I've ever done has led me to this moment, and then later I'm like, maybe you're just crazy. I think I'm a little crazy. I think we're all a little bit loony. You know, I like that word loony. 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 Loony, 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 loony. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a mic gripping video. I haven't done a mic gripping video in so long. So long. Something else I kind of miss about America is like I can like talk in like I would just talk in an English accent for no reason, not a real English accent, what I perceive to be an English accent, right? And people would understand me, right? But I guess here I don't know, I speak Portuguese. My Portuguese is a lot better. But it's awkward still because people have to repeat themselves and I have to repeat myself, you know. But I don't think there's anything that I couldn't do here. I have hands. I can go. Right. I can barely count to 20, but I guess I really haven't tried to count to 20. I think more like conversational stuff is what I've worked on, you know. And I guess you pick up a language it's just like a byproduct of living in a country that speaks a different language, right? I wonder how long I would have to live in like Scotland to start talking Scottish. I met a Brazilian who learned English in Ireland, I think it was, and he spoke English with like a heavy like Portuguese accent, not Portuguese, Brazilian accent, but then also a Scottish accent because that's where he learned. And I thought that was so interesting. I thought that was so cool. Also, I think is interesting. Hard. I don't mean like a state of matter. I mean like a state of situation. Like what is hard to some people is not hard to other people. You know, it's very weird. Some things that I think are hard, people would laugh at me. You know, they would laugh at me because of how ridiculous it sounds that I think is difficult. And sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. I'm like, that shit's so hard for me. But then, you know, there's things that I think are easy that other people find difficult. You know, or just people generally have, you know, lives that are more difficult, right? But then also they perceive their life as easier than mine. Or not, maybe not perceive it as easier than mine, but they're like lighter. You know, they're not so like stressed, you know. But I think a certain stress is normal in life, you know. Also, the 420 that passed us recently was the first 420 that I was sober since I was like 15. It's not legal here, you know, so none of that for me. Yeah, so I'm not too mad about it, but I'm a bit mad about it, you know. Oh man, life, you know, whatever you think about life, man, it's interesting, it's interesting, you know, but you know, there's like a spectrum of like interesting, too much, interesting, too much, scary, and then shut down, right? It's an interesting spectrum, you know, like passion, and shut down, right? Or sometimes shut down is on the other side of passion. Wow, what a complex thing. That's cool. Man, I have so much to learn about life. My goodness. You know, you probably heard this 1,000 times, right? I guess I'm just parroting, right? But apparently Buddha said that if there was a mountain 6 miles wide and 6 miles tall, and there was a bird that dragged a piece of silk across it, how the amount of time that would take for the silk, the scarf that the bird is rubbing against the mountain, like it's flying over the mountain and rubbing it, right? The amount of time it would take for the silk to wear down the mountain is how long that we have been here, like reincarnating, you know. And that's a lot of time. I can't even perceive that amount of time, but I think what's kind of cool is like that concept just makes so much sense to me. I have no idea. It's kind of ineffable, but I don't know, man. I think that's interesting. Okay, ciao, guys.